I'll be giving the last speech. I actually didn't know until Ani decided to give a speech that he was giving a speech. If any of you guys know Ani, you'll know that that's a typical moment for him. He's full of surprises. But one surprise one thing that won't be a surprise to many people is that I am indeed my parents' favorite son. So I think I've learned a lot from my parents over the last 24 years. I think that there's a few big things that come to mind. So the first big thing that my parents have taught me is about risk, right? And is about taking it and how to handle it in your life. And the thing that comes to mind is a few years ago when I was traveling by myself for the first time for a few months to Southeast Asia, to hang out on the beach and work remotely. And my mom she was freaked out. She said, where are you going to stay? How are you, what are you going to do? And, I said, I'll take care of this. This is no problem. Because for me, when I travel, I look at all the reviews. I check my credit card points. Oh, I have 3 free nights at the Hilton. This is great. Travel is easy. It is taken care of. And then I said to my mom, hey, when you came to the U.S., when we all came when we were 6, I was like, there was no internet. You had no idea what to do. You didn't have a car. You had to find an apartment by yourself. You didn't know where to go grocery shopping. You didn't have any friends. I was like, Mom, you barely spoke English. You didn't know what to do. You were all by yourself. And you left your whole family behind to come here. And I said, after that, and you took all of that uncertainty and risk, I said, my life is easy. My life is totally risk-free. And I think that one of the things I've learned over the last couple of years, a couple of years ago, I decided to start a business. And that came with a lot of risk. But I think that one of the things that I've learned from my parents is that, risk is not scary. And my parents have taught me through all of the courageous decisions they've taken in their life that I need to embrace uncertainties like that. And so that's the biggest thing that I'm thankful for, is how my parents have taught me how to embrace the uncertainties of the world that we live in. The second big thing that I've learned from my parents is, about how when you choose a partner, you make all kinds of different trade-offs. Because my parents are, like most people, very different from each other. My mom would rather watch, a very mediocre Bollywood film. My dad would rather watch The Patriots. If it was up to my dad, he wouldn't buy a new shirt for 5 years, and my mom likes to buy a pair of shoes every month. My parents are very, very different people, but, as I've gone out and started meeting people my age, yes, guys, I am very old. Don't worry, all of the women are definitely Indian. As I've started to meet people, I realized that I have to make all of these trade-offs too. Originally when I went in, it was all, what if she doesn't like the same TV shows that I like? What if she doesn't, like the same music that I like? But what I've realized from watching my parents, be together over the last 24 years, what I've learned is that, as long as you have the same values and you have you share the same belief system and you want to work together to build a future, then none of the details matter. But I still hope she likes the same TV shows as me. The last thing that I wanted to share is that, through this exploratory process for me, I've learned that the people, the life that I want to build and the person that I want to be with is, a lot like my parents, ironically enough. I think that I would want to be with someone who's just like my mom, who's kind and generous, as Ramani Auntie mentioned. As some of you know my mom very, very well, and what you'll know is that my mom has, a little bit of a short temper. I think that what that comes with, though, is that my mom also has a very short memory. She is the most forgiving person that I've ever met. Because some of you know me, and you know that I screw up a lot. And so, aspirationally, what I want to be is someone like my dad. My dad is, kind person. He's extremely hardworking, and sometimes I can be extremely lazy. So that's something I want to work on. But the life that my parents have been able to build together, and for me, is it means the whole world to me. And so I'm glad that they could be here tonight. I'm glad all of you guys could be here tonight. I'm glad Ani could be the MC, so I didn't have to do the work. So thank you all for coming, and thank you especially for being here and giving birth to me, because that was awesome. Ani, don't come here.